Hi guys, welcome again to the Gunners Xtra Podcast. We're here to talk about everything Arsenal this week, and there's been quite a bit this week. So hi Ryan, how you doing, mate? You right?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, busy week for Arsenal this week. Lots of stuff happening, and obviously we're looking for a manager. But let's get to the reasons why we're looking for a new manager. So first and foremost, Europa League game. What did you make of it? Bad.
Shit, wasn't it?
It was bad.
And the thing is, I thought in a month of Sundays, that first half, we were so comfortable. It was untrue. Like Frankfurt were really poor. I don't really know how we lost. We lost because obviously Emery made some dodgy decisions.
Yeah, really bad decisions.
When you need a goal and you were like 2-1 down, why bringing on Torreira, who should have started? But
he should have started, but he shouldn't be starting these sorts of games. He should be starting the Premier League games.
Right, but we're not in that. We haven't got that luxury at the minute.
No, I think. I don't really know where he's going. Well, I didn't know where he's going with the team. Do you know what I mean?
There's part of me that thinks he knew the writing was on the wall, so it was kind of like, you know what, rumour has it, he was holding out for a bigger compensation or the full compensation. We didn't want to pay it, so they were kind of at a stalemate. So I think he was kind of maybe pushing the board into a corner to force their hand into sacking him. He knew he was out.
I knew he was out. I mean, his press conference, he goes, I'm here today, I'm here tomorrow. Yeah. So, I knew the writing was on the wall for him, and, it was just a matter of time before he lost his job. But, I don't, his team is too predictable. The players weren't playing for him. They weren't interested in playing for him, and a change is.
I thought the David Luiz thing was working in midfield, and up until he had to go off injured. We lost a bit of control over the game when he went off. But he's hardly the future, is he?
He was forced into a lot of his substitutions because I think a couple of injuries. So I know that forced a few of his sort of substitutions. But what did you think about him bringing Xhaka back into the team?
Yeah, he had to happen at some point. I mean, even if it's just we need to keep Xhaka fresh and fit, with a view to sell in Jan. I don't think there's a future for Xhaka. Even before all this, I never thought he was good enough, but I think what happened. I thought Xhaka done all right.
He played all right, to be fair. Yeah. And, it was a game to sort of bring him back into. I don't think there was enough fans in the stadium to boo him anyway. How many was there? Like 15,000?
20,000, something stupid like that.
Yeah, so, but normally, when Arsene Wenger lost his job, it was the empty stadiums that, made the board act.
Yep.
So they've done the same again. Emery's gone now. So are you happy about that?
Yeah, I don't think you saw on Sunday against Norwich. I don't think it's not solely down to Emery, but he's the full guy. He had to go because you can't get rid of 20 players. But I think people who think a new manager's come in and click their fingers and it's all going to change are in for a shock.
Yeah,
a lot of them players aren't good enough or not doing enough.
No, they're definitely. It was long overdue. To be fair, I think we waited too long to sack him. I think
he should have gone in the international break, in my opinion.
Well, definitely. That gives you 2 weeks, to either find a new manager, to let Freddie work with the team a bit longer. Yeah. I know Freddie's been there all this time, so he knows how the team works. It's just a few tweaks here and there.
He's got Arsenal. I thought against Norwich, the first half, I thought we attacked a lot better. We were getting a bit more joy. I know that it's only Norwich and we should be getting sort of a few chances out of them, but I thought we did look at it a bit better. It's not going to happen overnight. Freddie only had one training session. He's not going to come in and change everything drastically. So
what do you make of the Freddie appointment? Would you let him do it long term?
No.
What was if he wins 4 or 5 games on the bounce?
I still think if it did happen, it'd kind of be a honeymoon period, like Solskjaer with Man United. Look at the mess they're in now.
Yeah.
I think this Arsenal is too big for Freddie for his first job, and we're in too much of a mess to give it to Freddie.
Yeah, I was saying this to obviously a Liverpool supporter that I work with, and I was saying, look, Freddie would be a good appointment, or Patrick Vieira would be a good appointment if Arsenal had just finished second in the league. They were doing well, and the manager wants to retire, and you can come in and take on a winning team. Yeah. But we need an experienced manager to come in now.
I'm happy for Freddie. The one thing about this search, we've got to make sure we get the right one. If that means Freddie staying till the end of the season while we search properly and don't rush into it, I'm quite happy for that. Obviously it's not going to be great.
Hopefully it is only interim. I hope he only does it for 2 to 3, 4 matches, because I don't want him to ruin his legacy with Arsenal.
I don't think he would.
It's a so what did you make of the game against Norwich then? I mean, he made some like bold moves, like bringing in Mustafi, starting Xhaka in his first sort of Premier League game for a while. I mean, what did you think of the game as a whole?
For 40 minutes, I thought we bossed it. And then we find ourselves 2-1 down. It's the most frustrating thing to watch because it's like, created a few chances, should have gone ahead. And then you think, how we won down? It was lucky their goal, Pukki's first one on deflection.
But Mustafi turned his back on it, and took deflection.
Like I was sitting there watching. Obviously, I went to the game, and I'm just sitting there thinking, "How?" Like it's just you want to pull your hair out.
The good thing is, we showed a bit of attacking threat for a change. We took it to them a little bit.
Yeah, and I was happy. And I think Freddie has probably said, "Look, the shackles are off. Just go out and sort of." And it worked to a point, but the defending is still shocking.
I mean, what did you think of the formation? I mean, do you think Xhaka plays that role like in front of the back four well, or?
I think Xhaka done all right the weekend. Obviously, there was it him that gave the ball away for?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
obviously saved his ass. But me personally, I want to go back to the foot. I'd rather play Torreira, Xhaka, or Guendouzi like sitting in front of the midfield. I still want to go with that front three of Laka, Oba, and Pepe. I mean, Pepe, I don't know what he's done wrong, but
apparently he's not training well in. Well, okay, but Mesut Ozil's in.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing is, what do you make about Mesut Ozil? I mean, fans, other fan channels have been saying, look, we've got to bring Ozil back in the team. We need the creativity. I mean, has he done a lot since he's been built back in?
No, but he's come into a team that has been pretty poor as a whole. Like, I don't know, it's easy to say, but Ozil's been poor, but then the whole team has.
Yeah.
Apart from Aubameyang, really, to be fair to him.
Yeah, I mean, he saved us again at the weekend. So a bit lucky with the penalty, but it had to be retaken because there was encroachment.
You say it was lucky, but I mean, Krul was off his line. They had 4 blokes in the box to our 1. I'm not saying 2 wrongs make a right, but I think it was definitely should have been retaken. It was justified. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, obviously 2-2 was a fair result, especially that save towards the end from Leno was fantastic. And I mean, I gave Aubameyang man of the match, but it could have easily been Leno.
Leno, definitely.
But when we're playing, second from bottom of the league, and your goalkeeper's getting man of the match, that you got some problems, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, you try and look at the positives for them. But they beat City there this year. We've come away with a point if you want to look at it like that.
Yeah, you can look at it like that, but they beat City and then they went on like a 7-game losing streak. So
I just want to I can't remember what it's like to win a game. Like I'm praying tomorrow. Obviously, we're going tomorrow night. I just pray that we get something against Brighton because I just can't take it anymore.
Yeah, definitely. And what in regards to the games coming forward? I mean, I think he needs to basically put a settled team out. I mean, for example, this week, we're chasing. We need a goal, and all of a sudden, he brings on Saka. And why not Pepe? Why not Martinelli? He brought Martinelli on with a minute to go.
The only thing I can think of is when you saw Tierney not in the team, Martinelli, they all played Thursday night.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, is it a bit of fatigue? I don't know, but that's the only thing I can put it down to. Because like you say, Martinelli has been brilliant when he has played.
Yeah, Martinelli has been really good when he plays. And, I think he's at a stage where he deserves to play now.
Yeah.
I mean...
I think with Pepe, you splashed all that money on him. You've got to stick with him a little bit and it'll come for him. Do you know what I mean? He's not really getting the rub of the green.
I want to see Pepe... I want to see him starting games.
Yeah.
I want to see him starting games. I think the time has come now for him to start games.
Stick with him. Don't just play him one game. I want that front three because I think we're never going to be good defensively with this set of players until we get a proper coach that's going to drill them. But if you've got that front three up there and that you can get them halfway firing, you're going to have a chance of sort of winning more games than you don't.
Definitely. I mean, I think we need to make a decision with regards to Aubameyang and Lacazette, and who. Do we take one out? Do we keep one in?
No, I'd go with all 3.
You still go all 3, even though one of them's playing out of position? I mean, I know...
Who played out of position at the weekend?
I know Aubameyang played out of position, but Callum Chambers got caned down that right-hand side, I thought, because he didn't have the defensive support of a right midfielder. He had a torrid game, Callum, one of his worst games, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, he's being asked to, 1, play out of position, 2, he's attacking, which is not really his game. I don't know.
I mean, why is Tierney back out as well? Why isn't he?
I'll put it down to fatigue after Thursday. He's obviously got fitness concerns over him. That's been sort of well documented when he was at Celtic. That perhaps he can't play 2 games in a week. So I'm hoping it's like a precautionary thing.
Yeah.
But obviously we'll see tomorrow night what the team is.
Well, I'm hoping we put a decent team out, and before that, like we was talking about before, I want us to basically go out and find a new manager, and we are a banter club at the moment. How come Spurs can basically sack their manager within 24 hours, have a top quality manager lined up and ready to jump into the seat and sign the paperwork and start? Yeah. Like, how come other teams can do that and we can't do that?
It's what Spurs done. You think you look at it now as it's a bit of a master stroke.
But they beat us to it. They beat us to Jose.
You can also say it's a little bit classless. Like the way they got rid of Pochettino, all that was done behind Pochettino's back. Who, let's face it, he'd give 5 good years to Spurs.
Yeah,
I know there's not room for sentiment in football, but I think Arsenal have just got a little bit more about them that do it in a respectful way. Plus, I don't think Arsenal know who they want, if I'm honest, but I'd rather them take their time than jump in. I think that Mourinho thing will bite Spurs in the arse.
Oh, I don't know. He's got 3 wins out of 3.
He does that wherever he goes. When at Man United, he hit the ground running. When he went to Chelsea, obviously, Chelsea's a different kettle of fish. He'd done really well for him, but he'll fall out with people at Spurs. As soon as he don't get what he wants out of Daniel Levy, he'll go crying and he'll start turning everyone against the media, against him and his players, and you can just see it happening.
Well, he's probably gone in there and he sort of said, look, I want X. He's been promised a certain amount of money for transfers, I'm sure, because he does need money to win games before he starts turning on his own team and saying, I haven't got good enough quality in the team here. So he'll get that. So, with regards to us as a new manager, we've not been great in regards to making money available for transfers for managers. So, that's why I sort of think we're going to end up with a manager we don't want, like an Arteta, a Vieira, Nuno Sanchez, and I hate to say it, a bitch. Someone who's basically going to be told what they can and can't do, and no one who's going to basically go get to the board and say, look, we need X, Y, and Z. What do you sort of think of what we're going to do?
I always try and look at it as a positive. I think anyone can see that our team needs reinforcements, needs money.
Okay.
But whether they give it to him, I don't know. But surely eventually the board at some point are going to have to think we have to invest in this because we're just going one way.
Definitely. I really reckon that we need about 100 million to basically invest into this squad. What do you reckon?
I don't know. I think you might be needing a little bit more, maybe 150. It depends. The market's just ridiculous now.
Yeah, I suppose we've got Saliba coming in, so he'll probably jump into the first 11. Need another centre-back, 50, 60 mil.
Midfielder.
Yeah, you're right. And all these players that want to leave as well at the moment, you never know.
You try and convince people like Aubameyang and that, but if they do leave, the only good thing about Aubameyang is you're likely to get pretty decent money for him. Yeah,
that's true. But I think, to basically just manage and coach the squad that we got, I think an Arteta, a Vieira, a Nuno Santos, they'd be the people that would come in and we'd be whipped by the board and, just basically coach.
They'd be yes, man. I don't want Arteta, I don't want Vieira. I don't think they're ready. The Wolves manager, it wouldn't be a bad shout because he's done very, very well with them. Whether this job's too big for him, it don't always work out the way people think it is, I don't know. But if we did get him, I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd back it because you'd have to.
Yeah.
But again, I want a proven winner. I want a pedigree A manager.
Yeah.
Whether we're in a position to get someone like that, but there's talks about Simeone leaving Atletico.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. Well, Allegri's ruled himself out.
See, I read different.
Yeah, it depends where you read.
Talks with him, yeah.
But Pochettino's ruled himself out. I'd take Allegri, but also in the last couple of days, Ancelotti, it looks like he could be on his way out of Napoli, and it looks like Simone's falling out with people at Atletico Madrid. Would you take any of them three, or even Brendan Rodgers on top of that as well?
Brendan Rodgers, I've said from the start, would probably be my first choice because he knows the Prem, plays good football, well organised. Again, he's well overachieving with Leicester.
Yeah.
Simeone, I think he'd get our players working their tits off, which is something we're not really well known for, like the work off the ball. Ancelotti, brilliant, obviously one of the greatest managers of all time, but I think to myself, is he sort of getting to that age now where we need a more current manager? I know
what you're saying. Yeah, I wanted Ancelotti to take over.
I'd be overjoyed. I would, because I think you've got someone there he won't take any rubbish. He's been there and done it all. Won leagues in multiple countries, Champions League, blah blah blah. So yeah, I'll take him.
I mean, I wanted Ancelotti to take over when Arsene Wenger left. He's been everywhere, Milan, Real Madrid, and he's done the business. Guide, has he moved with the times? I mean, Napoli still play some good football. They've given Liverpool a couple of good games in the Champions League.
It's very hard to sort of eclipse Juve in that league, isn't it? So,
okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, moving on to Brighton.
Brighton. I just think it's all about team selection for me. I mean, a home game against Brighton, I smile because I can't believe I'm sort of thinking, are we going to get a win against Brighton? Yes, we should.
We should bash Brighton, but they
should have beat Southampton. We should have beat Wolves. So at the moment, I'm like, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
I mean, there's got to be a full house. It's Freddie's first home game. It's a must win, isn't it?
Very much
must win. But would you stick with Mustafi and Xhaka, or would you play the 11 that everyone wants to play? Like 90% of the Arsenal fans want to play.
Yeah, me personally, I'd go with sort of a Guendouzi-Torreira partnership, but I wouldn't be trying to tell Torreira to get up the pitch like Emery was. I'd say, look, this is your position, stay there, break up play, pass it, end of.
Yeah, well, there was a stage against...
Just protect the back four.
Yeah.
It should be like in a simple sentence, protect this back four, because everyone knows they're vulnerable.
Yeah, your position, Torreira, is 10 yards inside their half maximum, and that's it, and the rest, your own half. But, I think we need a win in this game against Brighton. We've got West Ham coming up away, which they're playing all right at the moment, West Ham. And thinking about it, I'd hope for a draw. It's shocking but the way we're playing at the moment, I think that's the best we could probably do away from home.
I think it all depends on tonight, because at the moment it's like, Arsenal have gone a couple of months without a win.
Yeah.
Sorry, not tonight, tomorrow night. But if we win tomorrow night, it could elevate us a bit. That confidence might be back in our game. West Ham, let's be straight, are absolutely woeful. But then they got to Stamford Bridge and get a win. It's like football can turn very quickly. So,
but the thing, I don't mind. I mean, we're getting results like that every week. Chelsea will be back winning next week.
Yeah.
Where we just have defeat, draw. We're not playing well at all. So, fingers crossed, Brighton and West Ham. We can, a win against Brighton should set us up nicely against West Ham for a victory.
Hopefully. I just hope it's one of them easy. I say easy. No game in the Premier League's easy, but just the run of the mill, get the early goal. Get a set, just finish it off and just do our job properly. Yeah,
that's it. Well, fingers crossed, I know we've been saying it, but we're going to have a good podcast soon where there's something positive to talk about.
I hope so, mate.
Rye, thanks for your time today, mate.
Yeah,
guys...
Are you going to Brighton tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to Brighton game, so I'll see you down there.
Yeah.
But, guys, thanks for listening. Please subscribe, like the video. Also, check us out on Twitter at Gunners Xtra, and also Instagram at Gunners Xtra. Thanks, guys. Bye.